I can't remember the last time that I went to the toilet and had just a normal poo.
So I want to be the Melissa I used to be. I really do not think there's any cure at all.
Ladies and gentlemen, shall we raise our glasses to the cleanest colons in all of Spain?
It's the end of a radical health experiment in the Andalusian hills of southern Spain. Willing to try anything to rid themselves of their respective embarrassing illnesses, 8 Brits put themselves in the hands of a team of global holistic health experts for a fortnight of treatments, including 2 hours daily of yoga at dawn.
Now let's hold our hands together in front of the chest and just move them from side to side. Inhale to the right, exhale to the left.
In hindsight, I'd have liked to have done things a bit differently.
Amazing on one hand and really hard work on the other.
I thought I'd go home worse than what I was, if I'm honest with you.
It's been an experience to say the least, hasn't it, really?
I just realise how many years I've wasted in my life.
I'm certainly looking forward to the next 3 months and the results that it will give.
I can now feel like I can eat healthy food and not be hungry.
It's been excellent. We've just moulded in all together.
This group have been plucked out of their lives that have been, up till this point, lived very differently. So it really was more shocking for them. And perhaps more difficult for them to get used to, but I think it means the effects are more dramatic.
Oh my God!
You look completely different.
Today, everyone will return home, and so breakfast is the final meal together.
Could somebody pass the cereal down here, please? What cereal is it, that?
Tastes like cereal.
The birdseed.
And in theory, this is what should constitute their normal breakfast fare from now on.
This is what I'm going to eat for the rest of my life. I better try it, I suppose.
Oh, now to be fair, that's quite nice.
Organic quinoa flakes with oat milk might be quite nice today, but back on his home turf, will Damien's resolve weaken and see him resort to his equally unusual but far less healthy breakfast option?
If I'm being really bad and I'm just being really undisciplined, I'll have some Pepsi Max on my cornflakes. Which sounds really disgusting, but it's actually quite nice.
It's because you don't like milk.
It is because I don't like milk particularly.
If he can embrace oat milk as a more appropriate alternative than cola to the milk he despises, sceptical Yorkshireman Damien and wife Charlotte, who suffer from infertility, will join a long line of people spa directors Amanda and Middy claim to have converted to a healthier way of living.
Nobody has ever left one of our courses without being changed fundamentally. So we are extremely confident because we get results.
It's also about responsibility. This type of work is giving responsibility back to people. As Amanda says, it's not just about sitting around being pampered. It's actually about doing work, doing physical work, getting rid of their colon plaque, and doing inner work. And the people who work the hardest get the best results, and that's entirely up to them.
So whether they suffer from excessive sweating, or eczema, infertility, or irritable bowel, here in Spain, each individual has had to embrace a whole new approach and take responsibility for their health.
I just didn't know what was ahead of me, really.
The thought of me doing yoga is just ridiculous.
There's that initial, you're quite standoffish with, just judging everyone and what's everyone about,
I'd heard about some of the kind of therapies that were going to happen. I hadn't heard of some of the others.
At the beginning I was scared. Thinking that you've got to put something up your arse and let it all happen naturally.
I am willing to try anything once, You stick some snails in front of me and I've probably tried them, you know what I mean, so...
Oh my God! Look at the pool!
It was just a bit surreal, because I've never been abroad and I'd never seen Spain. I'd never been in a villa with a pool, and it was just like,
Best pool I've ever seen is the one in the local swimming bath. You know what I mean? It's a bit exotic for me.
Exotic is perhaps not the word to describe 2 weeks of system detoxification, which included a 7-day juice and broth fast and regular coffee enemas, which certainly broke all taboos around bodily function.
And then there was orange stringy bits, and I was like, ooh, having a look.
I had the occasional glance down the loo, you know, and there was stuff down there, so it was all
No,
right.
I'd advise us if I really would.
Maybe another time.
And it became routine to not only talk crap, but to show it.
How the hell has that come out of me?
I don't believe you're doing that, though. It's not
Quite
right.
amazing. Look at that.
Colons were cleansed and bodies re-energised, but the regime of alternative therapies from acupuncture and iridology through to rolfing, reflexology and shiatsu was also designed to rejuvenate the mind and spirit.
It's okay. It's good.
It feels fantastic.
I never, ever, ever, ever want to forget this feeling. Ever. I just feel like this is the first day of the rest of my life.
But at their final breakfast, it's obvious not every illness responds so immediately to the detox. Dan in particular will need to take the long-term view with his extreme eczema.
How are you feeling, Dad?
Alright.
Yeah, good.
How you doing?
Tired.
Might sleep well.
I had vinegar all over my body last night from the mosquitoes, but I didn't get big, but I stunk.
Alternative repellents aside, one of the key factors in this whole detox experience is that it's been collective.
You alright?
Alright.
Oh, I like hugs.
Although their illnesses are all different, the patients quickly bonded over the embarrassment they've each endured over the years.
It's just really nice to have someone here that you can just feel that you can, you know, click with like that.
And were able to offer each other another level of support and understanding on top of the one provided by the therapists.
Thank you. Because I couldn't have done it if it weren't for you, though, seriously.
You've done all the work.
It's for you.
I'm going to really, really miss everyone, because doing this work with them, and such intimate work, and they've revealed things to us that are just incredible. And I know I'm going to miss them, and tomorrow when they're not here I'll be thinking, oh, I hope they're all right, because they become part of you. We get very involved with people when we're doing this detox.
Hola. Overall, Middy and Amanda have achieved remarkable results with their 8 patients, and they each leave with an individual programme designed to keep them on the path to good health.
You should be so proud of yourself,
I know that both myself, Middy, all the therapists here, we are just so proud of the journey that these guys have taken and the time they've been here. They have done amazingly well. They have faced all sorts of really difficult things, trials, tribulations, tears, laughter. It's been the whole works.
Yeah.
If you're feeling weak,
My job.
just give us a ring.
My job.
You'll be alright.
But they're now going back a different person, and they've got to take that forward into their lives.
Whether our 8 patients go forwards or backwards remains to be seen when they're faced with the challenge of integrating an entirely new health regime into their old lives. For 2 weeks, 8 Brits endured, although ultimately quite enjoyed, a radical alternative therapy regime. But since their return from Spain, the patients have had to face the challenge of going it alone in terms of adopting a brand new holistic approach to their health. One that ideally will help them conquer the embarrassing conditions they've suffered from, often in silence. 25-year-old Jodine's mother was anxious to see what the spa might have done for her daughter's excessive sweating. A condition she's had since she was 5, and one which could see her taking up to 10 showers a day. Major operations hadn't helped, and the extreme embarrassment Jodine experienced each time she had an attack had impacted on those closest to her.
If I could just take it away from her, out of it.
Dad and I were really, really apprehensive, and she just all through the arrivals, and we both went, wow. We could see the weight loss, which was 12 pounds. But there was just like an aura around her, you know, it was her, but she looked so different.
This just feels absolutely brilliant. I've been wanting to do this for so long now. I'm just making room for my new clothes. And none are going to be black.
It's now been 3 months since she returned from Spain, and at the family home in Middlesbrough, Jodine is finally confident enough in the improvement of her condition to revamp her wardrobe for the first time in 10 years.
This feels so nice. See, I wouldn't have wanted an excuse before I went to the spa, because I hated shopping, but I just can't get enough of it now.
Black and navy were the only colours Jodine would wear, because they best hid the telltale patches, which were symptomatic of her excessive sweating.
Yeah, look at the state of that. That's why I only wear black. Do you feel really hot? I'm soaking, feel my back. God, yeah. That's like you've absolutely... Someone's thrown you in a pool.
The detox process effected a remarkable change, and the key for Jodine was learning that in some ways she was her own worst enemy.
I think since I've come back, when I have got anxious and I have sweat, I've managed to calm the situation now in my mind, just remembering relaxing techniques, and I know now that if I do start panicking, then it's just going to get out of control. That's why I need to keep calm.
Jodine is a 100% success story. I mean, she was battling with hyperhidrosis, bear in mind, for 20 years. Took over her life. She was depressed. She didn't have a normal life at all. And within days at the spa, it was already begun to be a whole different Jodine. And now at home, a completely different Jodine.
Post-spa, Jodine's back doing the thing she loves.
Oh, you look smart, eh?
And has even enrolled in college evening classes, something she'd have been far too anxious to do before.
I just felt like I had so much to do. On the Tuesday after getting back home, I wanted to join college, and I started on the Thursday, a couple of days after. I just knew that I had to do things literally from getting home, because it'd be too easy to slip back into the old routine.
Studying counselling part-time has also inspired Jodine and her mother to do something for other sufferers of hyperhidrosis.
The aim now is for us to set up a support group. We got no help, and we want to give people out there with the same condition as much help as we can give.
I think it'll help me, and I really want to help other people and just let people know that they're not the only one out there.
Helping others was something extreme IBS sufferer Amy also wanted to do after her positive spa experience.
I'd so love to come and help.
Really?
Yeah.
When you're treating someone, if they get to the stage where they want to give something back, you can just say, I've got no more work to do. She's very much through the cycle. It's happened incredibly quickly. She's a lovely girl, and I'm just delighted that she came here.
Having suffered for 5 years from irritable bowel syndrome, which affects approximately 1 in 5 Brits, Amy was keen to do everything she could to end her chronic constipation and flatulence.
It was a last hope, really. And so I think I really wanted it to work. I wasn't really bothered. I just let it all go, really. I just wanted it to just be gone.
I just loved him so much.
I think that's why I initially flew into it a little bit quicker than some of the other people that were there.
In the almost cocoon environment of the spa, Amy made huge progress, but now she faces the challenge of keeping on top of her IBS in London. Not the easiest place to stay cool, calm and collected.
Back in London, let's face it, life is pretty stressful. It is noisy, it's busy, it's really expensive, and she has to go back into that. And the thing with IBS, her condition, is that stress really does have a significant impact on it. So we've got to manage those two. There are ways to cope. Certainly how she eats will have a massive impact on the IBS, but it's that emotional stress response which kicks into the gut, which we have to actually teach her how to manage.
Before I went to the spa, I found my stress levels were through the roof. I found it very difficult to manage my life, to be honest. Then having gone to the spa and realised
the core of the problem, which was the fact I was just carrying around a load of crap from the past. Once that's gone, it's like you're now free. Like, I feel free now.
Sorry, I know it's weird, but I just feel so happy. Like such a big weight's been lifted off me.
Letting go of buried emotions connected with the breakup of a serious relationship proved key in unblocking Amy's constipated colon.
Come on, check me out.
Fantastic plaque, like Damien, textbook plaque.
Well, before I went to spa and did the detox, obviously, I was just, my movements were horrendous and erratic and all over the place. 2 weeks without, bad, but kind of since I've been back now, I'm so regular, it's quite scary. It's like 3 times a day, really. A nice bit of green tea there. I'm not eating any differently. I think it's just because I'm absorbing things better now. My digestive system's completely changed. So, everything's a lot better in that department now.
In other departments, Amy's now moved from being a makeup artist into marketing and moved into a new flat with friends who've noticed clear changes.
I think that's probably one of the main things that I've noticed about Amy, that she can speak about her problems more so than before she went away. And you've certainly been able to help me with things. If you've had a bad day at work, we come home and we chat about it, and then we've chatted for 10 minutes and we get on with our normal life.
And have a laugh then.
And while she still likes to have fun, Amy's now serious about looking after her health, both physically and mentally.
Part of my healing process was to just look into myself. I feel so much different before I went. It's unbelievable.
For Amy, practicing the meditation techniques learnt in Spain helps her maintain a balanced lifestyle. And balance was something that compulsive overeater Melissa's life was sadly lacking pre-spa.
Before I went to Spain, the only thing that I had to look forward to was eating chocolate at 2 o'clock in the morning.
In Spain, without her creature comforts and confronted with her inner demons, Melissa needed more support than most. Incredibly, she managed to go without food for 7 days relatively easily. But giving up 20 years of smoking proved more difficult.
You're not going to think about how you're going to get one. You're going to think how you're going to stay in this moment without one.
Of all the patients, it seemed that Melissa was going to find it the most difficult to continue solo down the path to rude health, as opposed to embarrassing illness. But she's proved otherwise.
If I'm going to do something, I have to do it properly. So I have to eat and take exercise. The energy that I've got is absolutely phenomenal. I have got so much energy. I go running almost every day. It's become quite an addiction, part of an addiction for me, but that's great. I'd rather be addicted to running than addicted to eating crap food. And you can see the result. I mean, I can see a result.
Melissa appears to feel fantastic about herself for the first time in I don't know how long.
And she's completely transformed. And I think she's so strong in herself that I don't want to go back to that place, that it just was no option for her. So yeah, I'm really, really proud of her.
I've come this far and it can only get better. I can't go back because it's unthinkable. I can't even think about it.
What's now in the realm of unthinkable is Melissa's addiction to junk food, which was allied to the stress of having to raise a son with cerebral palsy on her own. It was another life from her previous one of modelling and international DJing. But now, instead of stuffing down emotions with junk, thanks to the spa, her relationship with herself and food is far healthier.
When people used to say treat your body like a temple, I never realised how important it is to treat the body like a temple.
And although on regular trips to the health food shop, chocolate is still on her list, she's actually conquered her craving for sweet things.
This will last me for about 2 weeks, which is amazing for me, you know. And it's expensive, but I'm prepared to pay for that, you know, because I treat my body as a temple now, whereas before I didn't care what I put into it.
These days, Melissa's compulsive nature is working for her, not against her.
So oat cakes are very good for you. For me, soya has just changed my life. Honey is the alternative to sugar. And my rice cakes are so my favourite, these are. I became very fond of my coulant whilst in Spain. I've been rehabilitated, basically.
For chronic eczema sufferer Dan, 2 weeks of detox wasn't long enough to effect the dramatic health turnaround that the majority experienced.
For me, I mean, the spa was kind of mentally refreshing more than anything. I mean, I think it was pretty obvious that, like, physically, you know, it didn't, in those 2 weeks, it didn't, you know, improve me at the end of it.
Dan did go to the spa hoping to detox in tandem with taking his conventional medicine. But his prescription ran out and he had no choice but to rely on alternative therapy alone.
I'm just pretty much disintegrating here. I can feel my skin's like, my neck and face is one stage away from just being mush.
And back in London, developing his own cell phone navigation software business means there's still plenty of stress in his life. The very thing which can seriously exacerbate the eczema he's had since childhood.
The thing about Dan is he runs his own business, and that is very difficult to get someone well when they're in that vortex of high stress work, high stress living, etc, etc, etc. That's why it works in this kind of environment. We just need him to stay for longer. So I'm optimistic but cautious, and I want him to come back.
So when I came back from the spa, I mean, immediately I went and got my drugs. But I went back onto half dose, and that really sorted me out, you know. And at that level, I was thinking, you know, this is great. You know, I've done the detox, you know, I'm eating well, I'm doing all the right stuff, and I'm on a lower dose, and my skin's better than it was.
Can you see it's an extreme opening?
3 months after doing a major emotional and physical detox at a Spanish spa, 8 Brits are revealing how the experience has affected their embarrassing illnesses and their outlook on life.
I've been waiting for this moment for such a long time now. Black claws are binned. Hello. Remember me? It's so exciting to be sat in front of a camera again. It's just really strange that we're not in like this nice sunny place. And with a little maid coming in and changing my bed, I've got to do all that myself. My skin's been a lot clearer, and I'm a different person inside myself. I don't let what people think about me get me down anymore, whereas before I went, I really did, and it bothered me a lot.
23-year-old mother of 2, Tracy, has suffered from embarrassing psoriasis since the age of 5. And after the death of her mother just over a year ago, over 80% of her skin was covered in red, itchy and inflamed patches.
I thought I grieved when my mum died. I'd had my few cries, and you know, I'd been angry, been sad, and but going to Spain, it made me kind of realise that maybe I didn't, and maybe I did just shut it all out. And because of shutting it out, my skin came up really bad, and it just made me realise that, you know, okay, she's gone, and I'm sad, but just remember the time that I had with her. And some people don't get time to say goodbye, and I had my chance to say goodbye, and I spoke to my mum, and everything was okay, and I know I couldn't have done any more.
And letting go of her grief has seen Tracy's psoriasis diminish, much to her delight.
My legs are a lot clearer. The only place when I keep getting it is on my knees, which you can see the pink patches is where it was really white and crusty. You can see it's just going again. They'll feel so smooth
and soft, and I can just shave them straight away. So that's an improvement because I couldn't even do that. But it's just nice to put my leg up and just go, ah, it's great.
It wasn't just the emotional detox which has changed Tracy's skin and general health. She came to the spa obsessed with a certain fast food.
I love kebabs, I love it. Gives me the shit so I don't know why I eat it.
But her education there saw her take away an entirely new appreciation.
This is gorgeous.
The day after I came home, so I've got to have a kebab. Got to do it now, you know. Got to, and it just tasted like the meat just tasted cardboard. We had a pizza. It just couldn't taste the niceness that I tasted before because my taste buds are so different, and in the way they've been educated as well as me, and it just tasted so crap.
Junk food tastes horrible after a detox because your body is just repulsed by it. You're living in a very different way. Your body's completely different. Your digestion is completely different. Your self-awareness is completely different. And she just found it repulsive. Yay! So we've beat the kebab.
Never had a kebab since then. Now, this is a twice-a-week deal, this, you know what I mean? That's a big deal for me.
So the kebab queen has abdicated, and in fact, taste buds from Manchester to Yorkshire have been re-educated by the spa experience. In Halifax, infertility couple Charlotte and Damien have also come a long way in terms of what they eat. And they were a tough couple of cookies to convince on the nutrition front.
Alright, so how can food affect Charlotte's condition? Because it ain't immediately apparent to me how eating organic chicken is going to make Charlotte's ovaries work.
But ultimately, spa infertility expert Midi was able to convince Charlotte and Damien that a diet of fresh and organic food was going to be crucial in revitalising Charlotte's polycystic ovaries.
Oh, nice, a little one or a big one?
It's one of those embarrassing conditions. It's a bit of a taboo really in our society is fertility problems. Is it her problem? Is it his problem?
Wherever the problem does lie though, the spa therapists believe the detox can assist in helping fertility problems.
Long term with Charlotte and Damien, I'm very optimistic. We know this kind of a situation very well, and we know how it pans out. More often than not, the vast majority of the time they will get what they want. Whether they get what they want as quickly as they want it is another matter.
Don't look in this fridge. Don't look.
Ice cream? I'm not allowed ice cream.
You're not?
It turns me into a monster. I'm not allowed to have that.
It is organic though. No, you're not allowed to. Don't look.
It was really, really hard when we came back because you kind of get your hopes up even though you don't really consciously get your hopes up. And when you come back and nothing happens, you just think to yourself, this is not working, is there any point? And that was really hard to get through that bit, weren't it? Because it was like we'd worked so hard for 2 weeks for nothing, or what it felt like then for nothing.
But after only a few months, the possibility of a natural conception is far higher than it's ever been.
Do we need any veg? I don't think we do we?
No, because his veg box should be arriving. It should be there now.
Oh, I'll be at home today, yeah, because it's delivery day, isn't it, today?
Charlotte has had her first period in over 5 years.
Probably been back about a month and a half and I actually had a period. Yay!
Boy, did I know about it.
Yeah, so bad.
I'm not used to it. It's quite scary. Charlotte, what's wrong? Nothing! Okay.
Stop it.
But, you know, and that's massively positive. Massively positive.
And that kind of result has convinced the couple to stick with their programme.
So this, wow, is the organic box that we get delivered every week. We have, I guess that's some sort of turnipy thing. Broccoli, which we always get. In fact, is that squash? Don't know. I probably wouldn't say I was eating more veg because we used to eat a heck of a lot of veg. I would say you're eating different veg. Before it would have been your normal carrots and broccoli and cabbage and that sort of stuff. But we would probably never have had anything like this from a supermarket. We'd just bought normal cabbage or Savoy cabbage, and we certainly wouldn't have bought fennel. But because you're paying for it in a box, you think, I've really got to eat this. So I do. But we are eating a heck of a lot less processed food. We don't have anything that's processed in the house now at all.
Processed food is a thing of the past then. But remember, Damien also had a drink problem to deal with.
So, this is what Damien used to drink every single day, at least 4 bottles of pop, mainly caffeine-filled pop, which is not good. But now, doesn't touch caffeine pop at all. It's either water or it's some sort of fruit cordial in with the water. Sometimes he has like fizzy orange drinks and things like that, but never anything with caffeine in it now, which is a heck of a lot better for him. So yeah, he manages to stay awake on his own now rather than having to rely on caffeine, which is good.
Things are clearly on the up in Halifax. How's life for Big Daniel down in Bristol?
I'm walking everywhere I can at the moment, so I'm not catching germs off the bus, so you know what I mean. So I think I did learn some really good lessons at the spa. I definitely learned how to eat healthy. I do get the occasional craving for sugar, which I obviously fulfill, but I definitely learned how to live properly, how to live more healthily as well, not just eat healthier, no, to have a decent exercise regime, to go walking every day to work.
I'm pleased with the update from Dan. He's exercising, which is a big deal for him. That's quite a big effort to me. He did admit that he's slipped up a couple of times, but that's probably realistic given his lifestyle and where he's living and peer group and things. So overall, I'm actually really pleased with him, first of all with his honesty, and secondly with his enthusiasm for carrying this through. It's great.
Before he signed up for the spa detox, Daniel was by no means healthy. His diet and sedentary lifestyle had made him embarrassingly obese, and his confidence was at an all-time low.
I really want to regain some of my confidence in myself, most of all, and in my abilities and stuff. And then after that, I think I can hopefully, go out there and find myself a good woman and stuff.
When's the last time you had sex?
6 years.
Wow.
I've not actually met anyone at the moment. I realised when I came back I was actually kind of enjoying being single. But I'm still looking for the ladies, the lady of my dreams, she's there somewhere.
Each of our 8 patients has made a very personal journey towards better health. The rockiest road was no doubt Dan's, and 3 months on, he's had to revert to the full dose of his strong immunosuppressant drugs to control his eczema. But he's not given up completely on alternative therapy.
You wouldn't believe it, but I'm actually quite an optimistic person. So, I always think that, things are going to turn out pretty good.
And his optimism has seen Dan regularly schedule time out to have follow-up acupuncture treatments when Yair holds his monthly clinic in London.
Yeah, just a second. Hi.
All right. How you doing?
Good. Wow.
Yair is the man. He's somebody that you do kind of implicitly trust. And he obviously knows what he's doing. He can have profound effects on you, like, just through putting some needles in you.
Take off your shoes.
Okay.
Take your pulse. Sure. It looks to me that Dan really doing very well. The skin is better, but not amazingly better, but he feels good. He feels good. He feels like he's controlling his life. And something that he mentioned today that I think is very important, that he didn't get infection on his skin, so it's much easier for him to treat himself. I still hope very much that he'll be able to, in time, to reduce the amount of medication, but I think he's doing very well. Painful? You feel it?
No. If I have any kind of mental benefits, I guess in a way a lot of that is inspired by Yair, I think. He's doing his stuff and it's kind of deep and long term, but it just sort of feels the right thing to do.
Yeah, your energy looks the best. Then I've seen until now, like last month, you still had some congestion in the chest, and now it's good. Yeah. I don't see it. He's really committed to feeling better. I'm very hopeful for him.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah. Give you a hug.
Yeah. See you soon.
Yeah.
Unlike Dan, not everyone is getting regular acupuncture treatments.
It keeps coming out.
But many are still keenly pursuing another particular spa pastime.
Every animal's different. My one's quite slippery.
Probably the most profound effect I ever had was like, I can remember one of my enemas.
It definitely started things like that for me. It was just kick-starting to it all.
I went back to work and everyone was just fascinated by how well I looked and the change in me. And when I started talking about things that we'd done, I think there was about 4 of them went home. I'd give them the phone number and they all rang up and ordered enema bags and organic coffee.
Have a good life, have an enema.
No way did I ever think I would come home and stick a tube up my arse and be quite happy and look forward to it, but I do.
I'm having an affair with it at the moment. Sorry. Well, I can't have a man, I have an enema. Oh, dear God.
3 months ago, when 8 Brits signed up for 2 weeks at a Spanish spa in a bid to rid themselves of their embarrassing illnesses, spa director Amanda was clear her regime was not just about the physical.
We call it the art of rejuvenation because it's not necessarily fully medical, it's not emotional, it's not physical, it's everything all together. And you can call it a transformation of the mind, of the body. There's lots of things that you can see when they leave that has changed, but they've also changed inside. And that's really what we're aiming for here, is a complete transformation. You know, life-changing experience.
Certainly healthcare assistant Jodine's life is now vastly different to the one that was dominated by excessive sweating and mental anguish. Before going to the spa, the idea of being bridesmaid for a friend was nothing short of torture.
I'd said I'd rather do a parachute jump without the parachute than actually walk down the aisle because it was such a huge thing for me, stress-wise. Before I went to the spa, I had a dress fitting. I had a body stocking on that I'd bought to go underneath the dress, just in case of sweat, that it'd catch the sweat before it hit the dress. And I literally had the dress on 2 minutes and I sweat through.
But post-spa, armed with the mental tools to take control, it was a different story.
I just loved every minute of the day. I didn't get stressed at all. And I didn't cry. The last twice I've been bridesmaid, I've cried, and I think that was just because of all this stress, and I was so chilled up. But because I was so relaxed this time, I just couldn't stop smiling. But I've told people now if they want a bridesmaid, I'm very willing, which is huge for me.
Jodine, my little partner in crime. I'm just so proud of how she's come on and how she's changed, and she deserves it so much to feel more better about herself and more confident, and you know, her sweating just improved so much, it's just amazing.
Tracy herself has seen dramatic improvement in her psoriasis and her self-esteem, and has experienced a major mind shift with regards to nutrition.
I don't stop myself from having everything because otherwise it'd make it harder, and I think we need to compromise. We have a lot more fruit. You know, I've taught my little boy off school dinners and I make him lunches so that I know he's getting what he needs. We don't do things like chicken nuggets, and that's a big no-no now. We don't do things like that. We're just healthier as a whole. And my dog even eats sunflower seeds. They're his favourite training treat are sunflower seeds, seriously.
And with her new diet and new attitude, Tracy feels she has control over the psoriasis which once covered 80% of her skin.
I know I can do it without having to have medication. I can do it from here. I can make myself better.
It's not quite so straightforward as mind over matter for Dan's eczema, but he has no regrets.
And maybe it didn't, you know, solve my problems at a flick of a switch, as it were, but, you know, I kind of feel like I've learnt something, you know. Yeah, it is as healthy as it gets. And I do feel like I'm coping better. And, you know, I think, you know, obvious things like, you know, hair starting to grow back and stuff like that obviously means that I've got past, you know, maybe some of the worst of the stress.
And Dan's learned that physical exercise is good, not just for his body, but for his mind, in terms of managing the stress of running his own business.
I'm consciously trying to do more climbing, not always managing that, because sometimes I'm just too busy, but, you know, I really enjoy it. Yeah, it relaxes me, definitely, so it's a good thing.
Learning how to relax was something IBS sufferer Amy also took on board at the spa.
Ah, whoa, look at your chest. Can you feel that?
Yoga now helps her maintain calm in both body and mind.
You only need to do it sometimes like 10 minutes a day, and I just really find it just keeps me really centred and really just calm.
Okay. Feeling more open?
Yep.
Good. Right, and I'm just going to tie your feet. So this is going to quieten and calm your mind, and this is going to soften your abdominal area, which will help with your IBS. So just focus on your breathing.
When you've taken away that internal emotion and that anguish that's inside, you know, when that's gone, you're free to just be who you want to be and just have fun and, you know, help other people.
Melissa too seems well on the road to recovery from the emotional anguish which contributed to her compulsive overeating.
I've been rehabilitated, basically.
But she's not yet totally rehabilitated.
I do have a confession to make. I'm still smoking. I can't be all pure and good. That's what makes Melissa. But if I can conquer food, I can definitely conquer smoking. It's a drop in the ocean.
And in Halifax, it's not just Charlotte and Damien's bodies which have responded to the detox. Mentally re-energised, the supermarket project manager and nursery assistant manager are developing a fresh outlook on all sorts of future possibilities.
The whole spa experience for me was a really good opportunity to kind of do a bit of a detox for the brain as well. The thing that really fulfills me is photography. And not just any photography, but people photography. Since coming back from the spa, I've really taken a conscious decision to do an awful lot more, building the brand, one that kind of has my style on it. And when I say my, I mean Charlotte and my style on it, because we work together.
If you do become successful doing your photography stuff... I was being diplomatic when I said that, but
When?
you're right then. So when you do, you know, give up work and do that full time, then I will probably be working with you full time as well.
Yes.
See, if I work with you, we can keep practicing for all day as well.
Sure.
And Daniel is also looking forward to being able to practice his favourite pastime in better shape physically and mentally.
One of the things I am looking forward to is getting back into the reenactment season next year, and hopefully if I work on my fitness a bit more, I'll be able to participate more in the battles, you know, and not get so tired so quickly. So I'm hoping by the next year that I'll be ready for battle again.
So at times, it may have seemed like an endurance test, physically and emotionally. But the alternative healing regime prescribed by Amanda, Middy and team seems to have armed each of our 8 patients with weapons that could well enable them to finally conquer their embarrassing illnesses.
It's not some airy-fairy concept, you know, you can detox, therefore you feel like you can then float. It's actually, let's look at how you feel before, let's look at how you feel after, let's look at how your body works before, let's look at how your body works after. It proves itself, you just need to try it to see the effects.
I look back and I just can't believe how my life was before I went to Spain and how it is now. I just think I've got so much to give now, and there's things that I want to do and that I'm going to do. Nothing's going to stop me now.
If you waver, then that's when you start to doubt yourself, I think. And I've been trying not to waver, I've been trying to keep it real, you know, as they say.
If we are true to ourselves and go and do what we do, and enjoy that and do it well, the other stuff will come.
I'm sure I'll be, revisiting some naturopathy and maybe even a detox in the future.
It was just nice to find myself again, I think, so that now I can just be me again. It's really nice.
I feel like Melissa is coming back. Not back yet, but it's coming. Watch out, world.
Just 2 weeks have changed 23 years of hatred for myself, and that is fantastic.
I went to Spain on a mission and I completed it.